Apparently £265,000 has been spent on cheap champers. That means champagne.
Oh, yeah.
And beer as living costs surge. They say as living costs surge, and then they make it sound like they were celebrating the cost of living going up. Also, I'm not sure whether the complaint is that it was cheap champers, and they're going, well, how did they spend so much on such cheap champers?
Yeah.
It should be, why are they drinking the cheap stuff? So, yes, it's politicians wasting money on at a time when they really shouldn't be, which is always.
Why is there alcohol in the House of Commons?
I can't believe how naive this programme is getting. Seriously?
No, you do wonder. It's a workplace, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, you're right, actually.
You can't get a
you're
pint
right.
in a hospital, can you? Except pint of blood, maybe. Most workplaces haven't got booze in.
No, well, they would argue that...
GBNews is dry.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it's like bloody Qatar.
I'm with this complaint. Sort this out.
But I guess they'd argue that a lot of their work happens behind the scenes and all that stuff. But I agree. But you don't want someone to be drunk during that process.
Correct.
Do you? That doesn't make any sense.
Also, I don't want to be a killjoy, but I mean, lager is not really a beverage, is it? I understand that they have catering, but bars?
Well,
champagne seems a really odd one to be drinking.
Well, is it champagne? They're saying cheap champers, so I feel like the Star is really sticking to this, like, they can't call it champagne because if it would be actual champagne, so I think they're getting a bit pedantic on the old definitions there of that type of alcohol. You know what I mean? I feel like they'd get in trouble if they said champagne.
Maybe the story's been written by a bitter middle-class person.
Yeah.
Who's horrified that our public figures are drinking Prosecco.
I know.
That's
totally horrible.
Or Tesco Carve.
That's the real story.
It doesn't actually say when they're drinking it, though. This might be in the evenings, sitting around after work or working late.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure whether your daytime point really stands or not.
Here's a question for you, because you're both outstanding circuit comedians, nightclub comedians. Nightclub comedians is how you refer to in America.
Strippers, mate, strippers.
That would do it. Does alcohol and work mix?
For comedy, yes. Oh, the new trend amongst comedians is drinking water and soft drinks, and I do not like what that's encouraging at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a person who had a heart attack just before his gig.
Absolutely. That was after a gig.
That was after a gig, wasn't it?
I'm a professional. I don't have a heart attack before a gig.
Oh, yeah, you waited.
I went afterwards, and that's...
You might have a heart attack at a gig, right? You should have seen the audience.
That was one crazy night.
Yeah. No, never drink before a gig. Because the trick of comedy is just to be more sober than the audience. And then you seem like, oh, wow, that person's really on it. No, I'm just sober.
Quick question, a booze ban for politicians or not?
Yeah, just get on with doing your job. I don't know why they're spending nearly, £250,000 on champagne and whatnot. And that's not including, by the way, Boris's parties. Hey, got that in there!
No fun for them until they behave better.
Yes.
Definitely. Well, look, we're all off.